All right. Hey, Sara.
Hey, Kristina. How's it
Oh,
going?
it's going good. We already were laughing way too much before this episode. I have gingeries. My eyes are watering.
Yeah, we got a little distracted before we started recording, but we are so glad that you are tuning in to Laughing with Gingers today. Get ready to laugh.
Laughing with Gingers is the podcast for two feisty redheads with loud laughs, share crazy stories, play games, and spread silliness and joy.
That spunky, saucy little lady is my partner in crime on the Laughing with Gingers podcast, Kristina Curry.
Oh my God. And that is Sara Elephant. I can never think of funny things to say for your name. My co-host of Laughing with Gingers.
And today's episode, we have weird shit getting stolen.
Okay, before we launch in, I just have to give you guys a deodorant update. I'm back to wearing it.
I didn't realize you had gone this long without
No,
it.
I started to wear it again a couple weeks ago. I just haven't had to. I forgot last episode to tell you, and I couldn't take it. Like, it was so unpredictable if it was going to be a bad stinky day or like, hey, I made it through the day and I think I smell fine. So I didn't like the unpredictability of it. But I think my deodorant's working even better now because I gave my body a break.
You just reminded me I didn't put any on after I showered.
All right, she's literally putting it on right now. She has it. She has deodorant in her drawer.
I do.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
I'm here to serve. So, weird shit that people have stolen. I've got some doozies. What do you got for me?
I have really weird shit that got stolen.
I wonder if we found the same weird shit that got stolen.
It would be a first, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm here. I have 4 things.
I have more than 4.
Okay, cool.
I have 10.
Oh, dang. Overachiever.
We'll have to see if you get one of mine.
Okay, all right. Yeah, chances are maybe likely. I don't know. Okay, so because you have more, Sara, I feel like you should start.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So here is number 1. A beach.
Wait, are we playing a game?
No.
That was a very long pause after that, so I didn't know if I was like on stage and had to respond to that.
Well, I kind of thought you'd make like some sort of facial reaction, but you just waited.
Well, I was like, I mean, that's not a lot to go on, being honest.
Well, you might have the same ones as me too, so
Oh, got it.
we'll
Okay,
see.
okay. Well, when you pause, I'll let you know. But I feel like my brain went to, how can someone steal an entire island?
So here's the answer. A ton of sand was stolen in Jamaica. Although it was never recovered, the police suspect it was sold to nearby hotels.
What? Why would they do that?
I don't know. I guess because the sand like washes out as the ocean like hits the beach. So if you have more traction on the beach and the sand is coming up into the water, it's gonna wash out faster. So it stands to reason hotels would need more sand.
Sand's actually like a big deal with like hotel chains, right? So each hotel can sometimes have their own kind of sand. So like when I go to Puerto Vallarta, like as you drive, you can literally see the different colors of sand sometimes. So it's a big commodity, especially if it's like fine grain sand, versus more like rocky sand. So I'm sure what they stole was like that fine, nicer grain sand, or the hotel had more of a rocky terrain, so they put sand on it. So yeah, sand's a big deal when it comes to like beachfront hotels and stuff like that.
So how do they get away with like truckloads and truckloads of sand?
I don't know. It's very strange. I can't imagine how like they could get away with the truckloads of sand without being seen
Yeah.
and then deliver it to the hotels.
Without other people realizing, hey, all of a sudden all the hotels have a lot of sand.
I mean, I guess maybe they did. That's why they suspect.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for the next crazy thing?
Yeah.
A bridge. When a group of guys turned up to a bridge in the Czech Republic claiming they had been hired to demolish it, nobody questioned the story. As it turns out, they were actually scrap metal thieves who stole the bridge, and the bridge literally vanished in broad daylight and has never been recovered.
Holy crap. That's intense.
Isn't that crazy?
That's intense. That's some balls right there to like saunter up to an entire bridge and then just claim that you're there to like remove it. That is guts.
Part of me wants to know like what type of bridge it was. Like was it one that is a pedestrian bridge or a driving bridge where there's cement on it, or like how long would it have taken them to demolish this bridge?
Yeah, like you would think over a few days of them demolishing it, someone in the city would have been like, wait a second. That's weird. What's happening there?
I don't remember permitting anyone to do this.
Yeah.
I'm the only person who works in the permitting bridge demolishing office.
Is that a real job?
I don't know, but I guess that person didn't take that bridge on the way to work.
I feel like they might be sleeping on the job there a little bit. Like that's not a high demanding job, so I could see you like, coasting through it, doing the bare minimum. And then the one thing that happens is it starts getting stolen and you're like totally not aware.
Or you made a mistake and accidentally wrote yes instead of no on the paperwork, so then you just shred it.
So your boss doesn't find it.
Leave no trace. What bridge? That bridge was never there to begin with.
I know what you're talking about. I wasn't in charge of that bridge. I was in charge of the one down the river a little bit.
He like draws it in on a big like billboard and just slides it out across. No, it's not gone. It's just a little further down than you thought it was.
We moved it. Oh my god. Okay, before I say one, can I just say that I discovered the coolest thing last night? I was talking to my friend. This is totally on a tangent. But do you know this? Liz knows this wine with Snoop Dogg on it. It's the 19 Crimes like vineyard or whatever brand. Have you seen it, Sarah?
No.
Okay, so
does it have weed in it?
No, it doesn't. But if you go to the store, you'll see a bunch of this kind of label where it's these people on the label, and they're like criminals, I guess, or they've done something bad. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But there's an app that you
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But there's an app, and it's augmented reality. You literally take the app and you hover over the people on the bottle, and they come alive and start talking to you. It's the coolest thing. Everyone needs to go out and do it.
Are we in Harry Potter?
Watch. There's Snoop Dogg.
They call me the Dog Father, king of the West Coast, and I was born to defy society.
Can you believe it? You guys, if you can't see it, I know this is a podcast and probably Akko Taka that I'm doing this, but his face came alive on the label and started talking to us.
And there's no gin and juice in it either. I'm very confused about why Snoop Dogg is related to this
I
wine.
don't know, but it's a Cali Red and it's delicious. And our friend / fellow podcaster on Swirl and Sip, they reviewed this wine on one of their episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, so the app is called Living Wine Labels. And you literally scan a label and they come alive.
I think we're in Harry Potter. I mean, I
Like
really
it.
think
How freaking cool is that?
that is so crazy. And yesterday, when I got to see Erin, who is the producer of my other podcast, we are really going off in a different direction now. She had an app that you could hold up to a leaf and it would tell you what the plant is.
Ooh, that's fun. Dang, there is an app for everything.
I have an app on my phone that's called Sit or Squat, and it tells you where the closest bathroom is.
Oh my God, I have that too, but it's called Toilet.
It has places where you can squat.
That is what's missing from my app, and clearly I need to get that one.
I feel like Sit or Squat's better for you and your camping.
Yeah. I mean, like out camping, it would literally light up the entire space that I'm in. You could just squat anywhere. Oh my God. It's in the city, it's more like you and the homeless are squatting with each other. Oh my God. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
So the reason I thought of that is, and I feel like we have similar stories, Sarah, by the way, but my next one is someone stole an X-ray.
What?
Yeah. So
like the machine or the film?
okay, let me just read the story.
Okay.
And I know X-ray has nothing to do with augmented reality, but it's sort of, in my brain, made sense.
I mean, it does if you think about, like, it's a new type of, like, video and, like, yeah.
There's
So
a connection that
look,
doesn't make sense.
I mean, it makes sense to me, but
well,
yes.
that's good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm always here to support you.
Okay.
And kick your ass in games.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm getting used to losing.
Desensitized.
Yeah. Totally. It's like waterboarding. I've been tortured enough that, like, I don't even care now. Oh my God. Okay. So in 2013, a former warehouse employee and an accomplice were caught smuggling a Detroit hospital's pre-2005 x-rays out of storage, but they actually managed to escape with the loot. The images themselves might not be valuable or seem valuable, but x-ray thefts are actually fairly common because the film has silver inside. But thieves might not bargain for the fact that the process of actually extracting that silver is very expensive.
And can be really toxic.
There you go. I had no idea there was silver in x-rays. That's crazy.
Old photographs. That's the way that they used to develop.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So, like, the photos when they used to go underneath the the little, like,
Cloth.
drapery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to give you the time frame in my mind.
Back when,
but, like,
the early days of when photos started happening.
Like Ansel Adams, that's how he photographed.
Interesting. I love that. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, you're talking to a photographer here.
I know, that's true. You're a professional.
I
am. Oh, man.
Oh my God, I love that. I feel like one of them just had an embarrassing break and they were hoping that no one would ever find out about it.
Like they broke their penis or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Or like their butt bone?
Yeah, something. I mean, I don't know what could really be that embarrassing, but I feel like there are options.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a bone in a penis to break though.
Well, you can seriously injure it, and I don't know if they x-ray it when you do.
I don't know either. I've never broken a penis.
Me neither.
All right, O for O. Oh man. All right.
Are you ready for
I
mine?
am.
All right. A live shark. A man in England kept a 2-foot marble shark as a pet in his garden shed. 1.
Why?
What Well, first I was going to ask what a garden shed is, and is it something different from what we think of as a garden shed? Is it maybe like a beautiful greenhouse and it's like a koi pond in the beautiful
Oh,
greenhouse?
that's not what I
Or
pictured.
is it just like a tool shed that has a shark tank in it or a hole in the floor?
Yeah, like sorry, I'm being
I
quiet
can
because
see Liz
my
Googling.
brain is like running. Like, yes. Why would you just keep a shark in a tool shed without, showcasing the shark? So maybe a
I
garden shed is something nicer. I
Yeah.
didn't think
I
about that.
mean, I feel like it has to be. Liz is Googling. I'm sure she'll let us know if she finds anything. The article continues. If that wasn't strange enough, someone came along and stole the pet shark. Its estimated value was nearly 2,000 pounds.
Oh my God. Why?
Oh my God, guys.
How?
I was looking up penis fractures. I was stuck on penis fractures. But they would and as I was typing it, I was thinking yet another weird thing I type into Google.
I
Do
want
you
to see
take x-rays for
x-rays.
broken penises? Usually they do an ultrasound is what it looks like. Or an MRI.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Can we share like photos of a broken penis? Like, do they have actual photos of what that looks like when you Google it?
You
Yes,
mean
yes.
like the inside? I don't know that I want to share those on the internet. That's dangerously close to porn.
That's a weird fetish.
In terms of getting blocked on Instagram or something.
All right, I'll just have to Google it later because I am so curious what that looks like.
They are pretty graphic, guys, so maybe it would be okay not to share it on Instagram.
Okay.
You can just look it up on your own.
Okay, when you get an MRI, let's say on your face,
I've never
or your
gotten an
head.
MRI. What is I'm imagining like an x-ray vision of it for MRI. Is that not accurate?
No, so you're looking
So
more at like you can see like
soft
tissue and
tissue,
muscle. Well,
muscles,
Liz probably can define this better.
and
Yeah.
veins, and
I was thinking you're seeing
yeah.
the
So you can see
inside.
the arteries and veins. Yeah, but everything,
Whoa. Whoa, weird.
not just your bones.
Not appropriate. Not appropriate to post. I get it now. I get it now.
um But when you get one on, like, on your head, they give you, like, a Hannibal Lecter mask to
Ew,
wear.
why?
I mean, at least that's the way
So
it feels when you put it on.
yeah, yeah, because you need to it's better resolution for small body parts, so you need to have a cage around your head so that it images the better resolution for smaller body parts. Yeah, pretty much is what it comes down to.
Whoa.
So is there a jock strap situation that goes on the penis?
I have
Neither of
yet
you
to.
saw my brain going here?
No.
I
I am
have yet
shocked.
to. I mean, I've never seen one. I've MRI'd pelvises, and they show the penis pretty clearly on the MRI. So I haven't seen it, Josh. I mean, maybe if you need a better image of it, but that's a great question.
Oh my God, this is blowing my mind. My mind is like racing now. I'm like, what about vaginas?
We're down the rabbit hole now.
I know. I don't even know what we were talking about.
The live shark in the garden shed.
That we went. Okay. So anyway, a garden shed.
We'll figure out what that is. Or if you all know, you can just let us know. If you want to keep Liz's Google history as weird as possible, then you should tell us what the garden shed is, so nothing goes between whatever this is, the next thing that comes up, and the MRI of penis.
Oh my God.
God, okay. Weird aside, but if Liz was like dating, right? Like, let's imagine she's not married to Sean for a second, or that Sean just doesn't know Kristina.
Okay.
You know how some people are like, no, you can't go through my phone?
Liz would be like,
Liz would be the person that actually should get to say that.
listen, it's more like you don't want to go through my phone.
Yeah, like you might be permanently scarred.
You might question my motives as a human being. Don't go through my phone.
Oh my God, don't let Honora go through your phone, please, ever. As a cool aunt who is just naming herself Aunt, even though I've never met Honora. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Those of you joining us
I
for the
need to
first
change
time,
my
Honora is our
password.
number 2 fan.
And don't tell anyone the new one.
Especially Sean and Honora.
Oh man. All right, back on. Do you have another one, Sarah?
I do. All right. A penguin. Another stolen animal, but this time a penguin named Dirk.
Aww.
He was taken from SeaWorld, Australia by 3 drunken men who stole him and dumped him near a lagoon. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer that they just
That
dumped
makes
him
me
near a
feel so
lagoon.
sad. Like, did he survive?
I should have probably just kept going. Luckily,
Oh my God, it's an emotional roller coaster.
some passersby found him and he was returned to SeaWorld unharmed.
Okay, well that's good.
Although I believe SeaWorld is fishy, so a pun that I didn't even mean to make.
Good job.
Ba-boom ching.
Yeah, their SeaWorld sketch on how nicely they treat their animals. So,
But he was returned in the same condition either way.
all right, well, that's good, I guess.
All right, do you have one for me?
I do. I have a really weird one. I'm just gonna say it. Einstein's brain. Have you heard this story?
No.
Okay. There's something compelling about preserving one of the greatest brains in history. So keeping Albert Einstein's would be understandable enough if he actually gave permission. Einstein asked to be cremated with the ashes scattered secretly so no one would consider the site special. But Thomas Harvey, the doctor on call when Einstein died in 1955, removed the brain without the family's permission so he could do scientific research on the brain of a genius. He kept the jar with the organ in a beer cooler for more than 2 decades until a reporter finally called him out. How messed up is that?
I just want no one to abuse bodies.
No, it's not cool. Not cool, Thomas Harvey.
Like, let's not, Donner Party or anything. Like all of
They come up in our podcast way too often.
Well, I was referring to the last time I had this objection, which was I don't want to make that choice.
To eat
But if I
someone.
make the choice, then if I make the choice to not have my brain be out in public, then let my brain just blow away in the breeze somewhere.
I mean, Albert Einstein wished it and thought it was going to happen, but here's a jerky doctor. I don't know if he got like in trouble. I'm sure he got in trouble for that.
I'm sure he did. Did.
Totally not cool, Thomas.
Not cool at all. And also that's reminds me of I just sent you that TikTok. So I sent them a TikTok today, which I do periodically.
You're such a millennial.
I like to send I know. I send weird things to people all the time. It's just it's my love language. I'm not great with gifts, but I am great with sharing other funny content. So I sent them this one and it was like a mom who had to explain. Oh God, I don't even want to go down this hole. Let's not go.
Okay, we won't go.
All right. Are you ready for another one?
Yeah.
And then we can take a break. All right. Buttons. Felicidad Noriega stole buttons from fancy clothes in department stores. She stole $305 worth from designer jackets before being caught in Miami. Her husband, Manuel Noriega, I'm only saying this because he was a drug trafficker and a vicious dictator in Panama.
Oh my God, is it the same dude?
Yeah.
What?
And apparently she was stealing buttons.
Why?
I prefer zippers.
Or like Velcro. Or just like, give me a stretch. Give me a little stretch.
Yeah.
Don't make me work for it.
Oh boy. Do you want one more and then we'll go to break? Okay. A giant inflatable cow. An inflatable cow was stolen from Chick-fil-A in Arizona. The 24-foot, 350-pound inflatable cow was later spotted in someone's back garden, and they were promptly turned in. Chick-fil-A rewarded the tipster with a year's supply of free meals.
Ooh. Okay, first of all, I feel like that's the weight of a normal cow, 350 pounds.
Yeah, that is so heavy.
I didn't realize those blow-up things were that heavy.
I've never handled one. Have you?
No, but I just assumed they were like parachute material or something.
Yeah, like the giant wiggling inflatable arm flailing guys.
Yeah. That's weird.
I don't know.
That's weird.
That's crazy. Also, it's really unfair. I feel like that person got hardcore gypped because they did not get 52 days of meals that they should have rolled into that next year.
Oh, yeah.
Because they aren't open on Sundays. That's 52 meals.
Yeah, that's a lot of free meals right there.
Well, and you might be eating 3 meals there a day.
Not advisable.
Although you might not live after that year.
Yeah, not advisable.
It might be the last year of your life.
Did you see that movie, Super Size Me? Oh my God.
No, I refuse to watch that because it would just gross out my poor little heart. But I do remember McDonald's running a campaign in 2003 saying, hey, we now actually are using real chicken in our chicken nuggets.
Oh, God, gross.
Don't you remember that?
I barely do, but I feel like it sounds familiar.
I mean, it's very upsetting when you have to make a public announcement, and that's your marketing tactic to
What were
tell
they
everyone
using
now you're
before? Like, ew.
I think they were using, like, pink paste.
Ugh. Blech.
Yeah, not good. Not good when you have to announce that to the world, and yet somehow people still eat
I don't
there.
know. I don't know. I get coffee when I'm on a road trip from there.
Oh, because I was a vegetarian for so long, then when I went back to eating meat, I ate French fries from McDonald's and I got so sick.
Mm.
It like wrecked my system. So now I can't even like think about going into it at all.
Mhm.
We'd never stop. It's like it's a thing.
Mhm.
I was so sick.
Yeah, that'll tear you up. If you're not used to that junk food, it tears you up inside.
Yeah. Yeah. And everything's in the same frying stuff.
Mhm. As the pink goo.
Ew. Oh, God. And on that note, we're going to take a ginger break. We will be right back on Laughing with Gingers. And we are back. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us on Laughing with Gingers. Today we are talking about weird shit people have stolen.
Sarah, have you ever stolen anything weird?
Mm, I feel like anything I stole was always like an accident, like where it was like under the cart or I don't think I've ever like really stole. Oh, you know what? When I was a little girl, I went over to my mom's friend's
Mhm.
house and the teenage daughter had like bubblegum flavored chapstick and I stole it.
Good snag.
I mean, it was. I kept it like I would use it very rarely and I treasured it for
Oh my
years.
god, that's kind of cute.
And also pretty
Yeah.
gross. That is not COVID safe.
I feel like that's in our normal jargon now. Not COVID safe.
Yeah, I know.
Like I find
I know.
myself watching movies or TV shows, and in my brain, I'm like, "That's very un-COVID safe," even though like they were
Yeah.
recorded a long time ago.
Yeah, I do the same thing, like water fountains. I'm like, "What is that?"
Don't drink out of it. Not COVID safe. Abort.
It's like so many things that I mean, I guess it's all like kind of little T trauma. Like we had to change the way that our brains function, so it's going to take a while for us to unlearn that.
If we ever do.
Yeah. I mean, water fountains might just be a thing that they have at dog parks from now on.
Yep.
But even like those bottle fill stations probably aren't like if you don't use it right.
That's true. I didn't think about it. I use those things all the time when I would travel for work.
Me too.
I
Me
wonder, and the
too.
last time I looked, they weren't open. I forget where I was, but it was like a shut down one.
Yeah, I actually just went to I took my parents somewhere to like an appointment and they had a fountain soda machine. And I was like,
Weird.
ew. But it was like you push the button on the top
Yeah.
one, not like you put your cup into it.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if those are going to go away. That's going to be really interesting too.
Mm-hmm. Anywho's it.
Have you ever stolen anything crazy?
So I'm on like a high horse of like, I don't steal, right? And I make fun of Jennifer because she's the kind of person that will like put something on in a store to try it on and forget she's wearing it and walk out, get home, and realize she stole it. But she's also the kind of person that doesn't care that she stole it and won't take it back. And I get so mad at her. Like she's stolen sunglasses multiple times. She's stolen a purse. She's stolen a rain jacket. And she's like, look, it's not my fault if they don't see me wearing it and tell me like, oh, I have to pay for that. And I'm like, that's not cool. Like I get so like high and mighty about it. And then one day I was making fun of her. She stole something accidentally. I don't even remember what. And she threw back in my face that when we were teenagers, we were being rebels and being bad, and we're out way past our bedtime because we snuck out. And we were walking around in the neighborhood because what else are you doing when you're like 16 and you sneak out of the house but walk around the neighborhood? And we came across this lawn that had these like wooden mushrooms that looked very like 60s style, like hippie 60s style.
Oh,
So there were
no.
2 of them, and we pulled them up, yanked them up out of the ground, and we brought them home, and we were gonna paint them all fun colors and like a total crafting project, and we never did. And I don't even know what happened to them.
Oh, they were like probably, like pet headstones or something.
Well, they were like clustered together, like they were like 2 growing out of the ground together, and I don't think that they were in like a garden. I mean, maybe they were. If they were pet headstones, I am gonna be forever devastated that I even did that. Like, forever feeling bad about that. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Now I feel bad.
I ruined Kristina's childhood and
Oh
future
my God.
all in one
I was
shot.
16 and I was being rebellious. I could have done so many worse things being rebellious.
You absolutely could have done so many worse things being rebellious, and I'm sure they weren't a pet
Oh my
headstone.
God, Sarah. Oh my God. Okay. Well, can I say one of mine? Speaking of like lawns and gardens.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Canadian mom Denise Thompson had spent the weekend away with her 4 kids, but then came home to a disconcerting sight. Someone had taken all the grass from her front yard, leaving nothing but dirt behind. A sheepish landscaper left a note the next day confessing that his team had gotten the wrong house and offered to replace. Is that the weirdest thing to come home to missing from your house? Like, you would just pull up and go, "What the fuck?" It's a really bizarre sight to, like, roll up to your house after a weekend of being away. Like,
It's just naked out
I
front.
it's like nothing but dirt. You're like, "Where's my grass?"
Oh my God, that is absolutely hysterical.
Oh my God. It's weird.
Oh my God. All right, are you ready for one of
Yeah,
mine?
for show.
A 350-pound inflatable gorilla.
Oh my God,
I just cannot get over how heavy these things must
I
be.
know.
Another large inflatable was stolen from a car dealership in California. It was a 350-pound mascot gorilla, and the dealership would often deflate in high winds, so initially nobody suspected anything when it disappeared from sight. It wasn't until someone climbed onto the roof that they realized the gorilla had been
Oh
stolen.
my God. Was it recovered?
It doesn't say.
Oh my God.
I mean, at least at a car dealership, it makes a little bit more sense that you could pull a car up there.
Oh, like on a roof? Like, are you thinking of like
Yeah,
a
well,
parking garage roof?
no, I'm thinking of, oh, I guess it may have been on a roof. Oh. Okay, so I was imagining the person, they just didn't see that it was gone from the grass because there were so many cars around it.
Oh.
I wasn't thinking about the gorilla being on the roof.
That's how I
I
pictured
was
it.
thinking of the aerial POV, point of view.
Mm.
Okay, so that makes way more sense. That means someone scaled up onto the roof and stole a 350-pound gorilla without damaging anything below it.
Or it's on like a park, like there's several parking garages kind of setups out in California, out here, where they're on top of a parking garage at a dealership. And that's where all their cars are
Maybe.
parked because they don't have the space for like a giant lot, right? So they have them all in a parking garage.
That seems so backwards because we build tall out here and you all build like flat houses that just take up a ton of space that don't only have one floor.
Not the
Meanwhile,
dealerships. Not the dealership. They go up with their like in Orange
that's
County for
so,
sure. They have a lot of dealerships with the parking garages.
oh, that's so weird. I'll have to look next time I'm out there. I think we'll be out there
Oh my
soonish.
God, that's so exciting. We
I
need to like go
know.
live with you, IRL next to me and our producer, Liz.
I am officially at peak immunity. So, and now we get to be around real, as of yesterday, this is when we're recording, the CDC said that we can be inside next to people without social distancing, without
Oh my
masks.
God. It's a Christmas miracle.
It really is. It really is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
I am too. I am too.
You ready for another one?
Yeah.
200 pumpkins. A roadside pumpkin stand in New Jersey lost 200 pumpkins one night when 4 masked men raided the family-run farm. It took 3 trips to move all the pumpkins, which had an estimated value of around 1,500 pounds. The owner offered a $1,000. I like how they're just shifting currency here willy-nilly. The owner offered a $1,000 reward for the safe return of the pumpkins, but it is not known if they were found. The roadside vegetable patch had been trading in the same spot for over 120 years. So it's like an old school.
That is so sad.
one.
Why are you stealing from tiny farmers, guys? Come on.
I know.
That's not cool.
I know.
Uncool.
And they probably just smashed them.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure they didn't.
You know who I bet did it?
Who?
The Smashing Pumpkins.
Womp
Were they on tour?
womp. That was a dad joke.
Womp womp.
Oh my God. They definitely didn't make like pumpkin curry or soup out of them.
You are a pumpkin curry.
I am a pumpkin curry. I do like making pumpkin curry out of pumpkins. I got all the leftover pumpkins from my neighbors, and because they use them as decoration and then just throw them away, and they're all edible. Like they're all really delicious. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you throwing those pumpkins away?" And they're like, eventually, I'm like, "When you do, can I have them?" And then like I had all these delicious pumpkins I could eat.
Yeah, ours die before they get thrown away.
Mm-hmm. They last for. I still have one giant one left over from Thanksgiving that I need to eat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they last forever. They're awesome.
They do not last forever on our front porch.
Oh, weird.
They last like 3 weeks and then they start like molding and caving in on themselves.
Interesting. Well, is it my turn? I don't know.
It is.
Perfect. Okay. It was bad enough that these thieves took jewelry and an iron during a break-in of Margaret Wells's home in England in 2011, but one of the
They took her iron?
Weird, I know. But
rude.
One of the biggest shocks was that the life-size statue her daughter had made of E.T., the extraterrestrial, had been taken. Thankfully, E.T. did phone home eventually. Emergency responders were called to a rescue when they saw a body floating in the river, only to realize, oh, it's the missing alien. The thieves probably were like, wait, why did we steal this? F this statue, and probably tossed it over the bridge.
Or whoever the getaway driver was super pissed and there wasn't enough room for it in the car. And they were like, throw that shit out now. I am stopping this car. I will pull this car over.
This is bullshit, guys. What are we going to do with that? Get rid of it.
There is not enough room in this back seat for you and the iron and E.T. and we need that goddamn iron.
Yeah, the iron all on its own is a weird thing to steal. You're not wrong about that.
All right. A lamppost. The actual lamppost that Gene Kelly swung on in Singing in the Rain was purchased by a Hollywood crew member in an auction. He put the lamppost in his front garden, but in 1990, a thief made off with the world-famous prop. It was never recovered.
That makes me feel so sad.
You know what's going to make you feel better?
What?
11,000 pounds of Nutella.
Ooh, get in my belly.
Thieves in Germany unloaded boxes of Nutella spread from a truck in 2013 and put them into their own truck. The police speculated that it was linked to other food thefts in the area, which included coffee and Red Bull.
So random.
I guess you need some sweets with your caffeine? Maybe?
Okay.
Maybe? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? And I have a special surprise for you, Kristina.
Oh my God, I love surprises only because you've desensitized me from them.
It is actually from our producer, Liz.
I'm so excited.
She found a crazy story about thievery, and she sent it to me to read to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
I have not read it. I have not read
God,
it.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so no beavers taken into custody after theft of wood posts.
Oh, that's a good headline. I am intrigued.
With wood prices so damn high, who can blame them?
Oh, who's the author of this? They got me.
Oh my God. Candace Lipsky.
Oh man, Candace, you're like after our own heart. She captured us
I
right
know.
away.
I know. She works for CBC News. Oh my God. I'll have to read you the captions under the pictures later. Or maybe we'll just we can put the pictures on our Instagram, producer Liz, and caption, because we'll need everyone to see them because they're all so funny.
Oh, perfect.
All right. The call came in on May 7th from a rural area near Porcupine Plain, around 3 hours east of Saskatoon. Saskatoon.
That's a good name.
That's what I felt like when I was trying to get it to come out of my mouth.
That's what she said.
Someone had left posts piled on a property which were intended to be used for fencing. One problem: the posts were missing. Porcupine Plain RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police officers, promptly started their investigation, as they would. Mm-hmm. They are very professional and efficient. Luckily, the post-plundering bandit was quickly identified after the posts were spotted in a nearby waterway. The stolen posts were located in a beaver dam, said this person's position that I don't know what it means. Conrad Rickards of Porcupine Plain RCMP detachment in a news release. A beaver, or beavers, helped themselves to the stash of posts and used them to help build a dam. I tried locating said beavers, but they were GOA, gone on arrival. According to Rickards, none of the beavers will face charges, and this very Canadian case is now closed. Who can blame them? with those little bucktooth bandits considering the price of wood these days, he said.
I think they were being lazy and were like, screw chopping our own trees down. Look at this pile that someone has like put out for us to take. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, they were like, this is just a great opportunity for me to, show this woman that I just brought home to my shabby den that I really can hack it as nature's best engineer.
They're opportunists.
They really are. So then there's a picture of the dam that he built, and you can just see they're all just like stuck into the dam. And it says missing posts were found nearby following a short investigation. They're short poles.
Beavers are also short.
That's true too. And then the other one is a picture of a beaver. It does kind of look like he has one of the posts near him, but since they were GOA, I guess not. And then the caption says, the beavers that stole the posts were gone on arrival, but won't be charged even if they're located.
That feels like a very Canadian thing to say in a report. Oh my God.
We should do for an episode weird things that get charged with something. So like whether it be like animals or like there's a crow in Canada that like has stolen murder weapons and things.
Oh my God.
There are all kinds of things, but yeah, like plants being charged for things. It's happened. Like there are some really strange news stories out there, and that would be so funny to cover in an episode.
Yeah, totally.
I love it. Well, this was fun.
Yeah, this was super fun. Thank you everyone for joining us on Laughing with Gingers.
We love that you listen to our silly podcast where two feisty redheads who happen to have very, very loud laughs and some good news on the way, by the way, who love to share crazy stories, play games, and spread silliness and joy.
Follow us on Instagram at Laughing with Gingers, and we'll post our beavers. I had to. That took you a full second.
It really
Sarah.
did. It really did, and it shot me right back into the part of the episode where we were talking about penis MRIs. It's like you teleported me.
She's like, not appropriate, Kristina. We can't post our beavers on Instagram.
Or people's broken penises.
Yeah, that will not be going up on Instagram.
Speaking of beavers, producer Liz happens to be wearing our new boxer briefs.
She's wearing our face all over her butt and vagine. Look at her. They're so cute. You guys cannot see this, but it's great.
Oh my God. I love it so much.
I know, me too. We're trying to get her to post a video, you guys, so you can see her shaking her little tush with our faces on. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I'm totally crying.
Oh, I'm so red.
Anyway, you can support us on Patreon and get all access to all kinds of goodies like the behind the scenes videos of what's happening, including merch. And we've got different membership levels. So check us out at patreon.com/laughingwithgingers.
Yes, and in case you haven't noticed, we are live to tape, so all of the awkward moments and bonuses, like Liz shaking her little tush, or last week when Liz and I both put our boobs right up to the camera. They were dressed boobs; they were not naked boobs. We're not
that kind of podcast, guys. Oh my God.
And you'll get to see how many times we make Kristina laugh to the point where she is wiping her eyes in this episode. Oh, and we have merch. We have merch.
We have merch. We have all kinds of goodie merch. We need to put our links on stuff so people know we have merch.
I know. People keep asking me for it constantly, and I'm like, oh yeah, we should really do that. I just added to the roster of merch a blue-footed booby sports bra that just has the blue feet on your boobies.
I freaking have got to get one of those.
I am getting that and just wearing that all summer. That is like, I'm not wearing anything else. It's going to be so stinky and gross.
I'm hoping it makes me work out more. Like, I won't mind going for a jog because I have my blue-footed booby bra on.
I believe it's called yogging.
What?
It's from Anchorman.
Oh my God.
We also have amazing tanks that are super cute. Liz is wearing one right now, and we have boxer briefs that have our faces all over them. So.
And mugs. There it is, Liz. And stickers and mugs and hoodies and hats and onesies.
Stuff that says, onesies. Stuff that says I'm on airport time because during quarantine, you get to drink whenever you want. It doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. or 6 a.m. or midnight. We are here for it. No one is there to judge. Just like when you get an airport beer at, 5:30 in the morning.
There's no time like airport time to have a drink. Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll put that link up so that you all can grab some fun stuff. We're really excited about it. It's super cute, and clearly Liz is very excited about it as well.
Oh, and tune into Laughing with Gingers next week for more good times.
And some surprises.
Oh, yeah. Surprises.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.